Hello everyone, welcome to a midweek Conquest event here on Napoleonic Wars, and of course ably adminned and hosted by the 33rd Regiment. So our thanks go out to them, and let's see. Oh, look at this. We have the 2EC, the KDB, more of the 2EC. Our old friends, the VA Guard, are in. I think I might have actually, for once, got the pronunciation right of their name. We live in hope, those poor buggers. Anyway, oh God, I don't think much of the work done on the bridge here. And so, you can see now, United Kingdom, with a little bit of horsiness, has gone in and captured flag number 2. Now, here you can see, there's not really a great indication of, you know, where those flags are or anything like that. You can't really click on them anyway. So that you can see clearly, flag number 2. And the VA Guard have taken some casualties, as you can see. And let's see, can we get rid of the cursor? We probably can't get rid of the cursor. No, we're lucky. Oh my goodness, it's Colonel Nigel, Lieutenant Colonel Nigel, taking suspiciously good cover behind the flag. So flag number 4 has been taken. And other members of the 33rd are now defending against those evil Frenchmen. It's the VA Guard. And oh, down goes Paul Reynaud. And another member of VG goes down. They've been done to death by the members of the 33rd Regiment. However, no doubt they will return. So, a sneaky attempt at flag number 4 by the VG. And what's going on over here? We fly over to another flag. Defensive positions, or offensive I should say, by the likes of HMS Renown. And who are these fellows on the French side defending? It is the GI-2EC. Oh, down goes Paris Cossack as well. And the United Kingdom has now lost flag 2. So flag 2 you can see just over the bridge being captured by the French forces. Meanwhile, this flag here is currently under British ownership. And that cursor is going to piss me off. Anyway, here is Nick Starr from the LA, LGY. And there, Fluffy Assassin. Sir, you have the most fantastic name ever. Colonel Fluffy Assassin, no less. And there's PFC Bullseye from the 5C as well. And there's Lentz from the KDB, KHJ. And you can see these guys with, there's Captain Yudi. And now you can see as they start to make their way towards the next objective. This poor old gentleman gets murdered out there in the field with a bayonet. So we fly over to this half-built barn area, currently strewn with horsey corpses. And says Sergeant Mr. Joe Guy 99. And here you can see the HMS Renown Regiment recapturing the flag. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. Let's get the map out and put the map back again.
God save the king!
Well, very much so. And here is Enigma, also from the 33rd. And here, another members of the 33rd making their way out from a flag. And you can see Bono Killer. And there's Star Kill. And there's Ripsy. Ripsy Piraka. God. That's a Finnish name if ever I saw one. Anyway. The guys all moving out. And it looks like Lance Corporal of Horse Skelly has fallen in battle. You can see these guys now moving up to this sneaky location. And here comes the 2EC. And there, Claude Etienne, Colonel of the 2EC, working together with his lads to try and hold this point. Captain Finn from the 44 also supporting, making sure he's got some cover. Over here, Ensign Crazy H206, version 0 from the 70th. With, of course, the most ineffectual pistol in the history of warfare. And here, from the VA Guard, you can see Napoleon hiding in the bush. Strategically located, as you can see. So, Hochmeister looking for an enemy. Is he going to see him? Oh, look at that. He dodged the bullet quite literally and figuratively, but here he is. He's looking through a spy glass. Look out! He's got somebody after him now. Napoleon's running for it. He's choosing it. Oh, shot missed. And now he runs away from the situation. Waiting for an ambush. Any ambush, he leaps in. Look at that. He's gone in for the ambush. He gets stabbed once. Napoleon's defending himself. This is an artillery man. And sadly, not an avoiding a bayonet man. But have it in mind. So, this flag here, currently well held by Ripsy and friends. And there's Wazza in there as well. There's Daydan and Sergeant Major Ulrich. So, we'll fly around and have a look at some... Oh my goodness, there's loads of French people. Oh no, Crazy H. Down he goes. And this looks to me like the VG. Oh no, it's the 2EC. Oh, one less of the 2EC. Oh, two less of the 2EC. And who's the tail end Charlie? We will not find out, sadly, as we move on to other things. Ensign Max of the 33rd. Now looking to cross the river. You can see the shallow area here. Crossing the river to make a push onto this flag here. Currently held by the French forces. Oh dear. Cartridges and muskets currently lying all over the place. As long as you've got the odd team kill in there as well. Uh-oh, look out, it's Clippity Clops. And here you can see the mounted section of the Viegar. Oh, goodness. Down he goes. So, here we go. And there, of course, Albert waiting to go. There's Charles, also from the Viegar. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, who's this? It's Lepage, the Colonel of the Viegar. Look at him. Doesn't he look lovely? That fine beardage. And he's got some bodyguards with him. And he's got Odakeo in there as well with him as well. So, looks like a nice little opportunity for an ambush maybe from the VG. And more members of the VG reinforcements arrive. You can see them here. Standing quietly. The 5C holding that flat. Oh, God. So the 5C are, I think it's fair to say the 5C are well and truly capturing that flag. And there the VG move out. Colonel Lepage leading the boys forward. We shall watch them. And I noticed that the cursor only turns up when the text comes on about a flag capture, which is strange. Strange? Very strange. And here they come. Hello, boys. So, let us see what their plan is. The quarry. This is it. The buildings. And who's this? There is Napoleon from the Viegar. Has the tricolour and, of course, the Imperial Eagle. And Major Kincaid of the 33rd is about to have a bad day. He's looking for an opportunity. Oh, he missed the shot. And now he's going to be set upon by large amounts of French people. And the slicing and the dicing begins. Kincaid fighting for his life, and he's got a reinforcement coming in. The reinforcement is Alex, or Axel's. And there we go. He's been reprieved as poor old Philippe from the VG goes down in the centre. Oh no, we've lost another member of the VG. But the horsey reinforcements are still in here. Blanky. I wonder if that's security Blanky. Difficult to say. But here, Jurior Louis going in for that all-important first slice. Defending himself is Salazar and Mad Wolf. Oh, forced to the ground by a nasty, nasty... Ouch! Le Grand is no more. And Mad Wolf defending himself from unnecessary horsiness. Unlicensed horsery we do not approve of. and up, defending themselves from what is a... Ow! Alexandre shot as he comes down the stairwell. And there it looks like the Vieille Garde defending themselves. Louis Bard and, of course, Bernard. Got to be careful. They've got to stay out of the way. Look at that, going in for a quick attempt at a stab. And now they've got to stay out of the way of those bullets if they can, but they've also got to stop the melee from coming down. And this is what they're doing. They're now pushing in pretty hard on this particular flag, being defended by the likes of Ulrich and Enigma UK. And here we are. As he tries to defend himself as Flag 2 is ceremoniously captured. Oh! Captured by the members of the British Army. Well, precisely. Hello. What are we doing here? It's Rowan from the 70th defending himself from one of the standard foot of the British Army regulation. And now he's in danger of being diddled. Oh, nice turn and stab, but then he gets team killed. And in come the reinforcements that is the Vieille Garde. Here they are. Look at that flag drop. Wow, that went down very, very quickly. And a fine reformation of the VG has captured that flag. Now they get into defensive positions, waiting for the inevitable charge. And it looks like over here is some of that charge. There's Verspunkt and friends. It's Strangled Ducks. What a glorious name, sir. And dodging left and right. Sadly missing. As he now goes in for a bit of stabby goodness. It's Alexandre from the 2C. Or sorry, I should say, the VG. Suffering from a bayonet-related bleeding. Never mind. Now, these guys... Okay, goodness me, what's going on here? Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Down he goes off the building. And thud. So, an interesting spot here. You get on top of the building. So unless you fall off near the... Oh god, I'm not sure if he's dead or drunk. It's difficult to say, really. It could be either, but... Either way, I think it's fair to say he's not in the best state. I think we'll err on the side of caution and say he's dead. Now, whether or not that might have been like drink himself into death, that's a possibility. Or maybe the barrel fell on him. So here is Major Kincaid and members of HMS Renown. There's Captain Aztecas of HMS Renown. So watch out, boys and girls. You've got sailors supporting you. And here's Wololo charging in. Look at this. Going in to provide some cover and support to his teammates. And there you can see Displacer. Oh, the ex-Displacer has been well and truly displaced. And you can see Alps and Night Stalker and Colonel Spoons making strategic use of those nasty, nasty trees. And look at this, dodging coming in from Spoons. Look at this, the fancy footwork from the Spoons. And he goes in for the charge, and there it looks like they nearly... Oh, down goes Spoons. Oh dear, poor Spoonie, he is no more. As here you can see Paul Q from the KDB KHJ defending himself, gets stabbed once, twice, dead. No more. Captain Finn from the 44E comes in. Now, oh my goodness, in comes the VG as reinforcements. But there's no Brits left to kill. But you can see some of these guys losing their number. Sorry, not the VG, the 2EC. Oh goodness me, they're losing numbers very quickly as they're pushing towards this defensive position of the British Army, and they like this position. It's the HMS Renown, and they're moving their forces round here. So maybe they can get an opportunistic shot on the members of the 2EC and their Colonel Claude Etienne. So, the French lose flag number 4. The Brits holding on to this flag here. Flag number 2. So, Flying across the stony and somewhat gappy bridge, we find out what's going on over here, as now one of the few defenders is Bad Bambi, private of the 33rd, currently wall walking, but defensive position, seeking out more potential targets for him to generally bayonet and shoot at. As we move over to another flag here, as now the members of the foot taking down the remaining defending French hordes. Oh, it's the GA C1C. Look at him. Ouch, down he goes. Poor Jan Joseph from the Viega. Oh, and in comes support. Look at this. The VG coming in with a little bit of lovely support and supported by the horse. Oh, goodness me. It's a bad place to park your horsey. Lance Corporal of Horse is dead. Parked his horse just in the wrong place. So, the conquest continues. And the United Kingdom have won that round. Wow. 390 to 0. And here we are in the salt mines of somewhere. Rather bleak and depressing place. And cavalry. Maybe a bad idea for this map, but who's to say? But look at all these encampment areas and foot areas that the soldiers can go to. Plenty of ability to stay out of the way. And get away from any cavalry riding through the centre. And here are the Brits coming out from their spawn. Here we go. You can see them just spreading out in their various directions. There we go. You can see the flags now starting to be captured. Flag 4 being captured. Down goes Le Grand. And over here, there's Lieutenant Jonty. So these guys making their way out towards the flag. Looking around, see, can we see any French? We can. Look at this, the number of French coming this direction. But also, the cavalry of the Viegard poking around, looking for an opportunity to go in for the kill. As there is Claude Etienne with the 2EC. And there we go, the various flags being captured. As now you can see a few members of the French forces cap Scarhead. And see also there's Sergeant Rouen. And look at this. In come the cavalry to cut down. Oh, brutal. Cut down the members of the 33rd. Enigma UK defending himself. You've now got additional French forces coming in from the KHJ. Oh, goodness me. And now they're trying to defend this flag. Look at this. Here is Lentz. Here was Lentz, I should say. Not anymore. There's Capitan. Draws his sword. And probably the last remaining Brit gets murdered and is down. So the 2EC and friends, the flag, having now changed ownership. You can see the cavalry moves out and on to the next location. This area is now captured. So, let's see what we can find, shall we? This fine hill with a lookout. Roman Duflo. And holding the flag position, there's Toby. And Janos Newski. Oh dear. That's not going to go down well. Here's the 7th The 70th, I should say. Odakeo. These guys making their way out with PFC Bullseye behind them. So, this flag, I would say, well defended right now. They've got a few forces there. Can repel borders. You've also got a detachment moving to the right here. Members of the LGA. Look at these guys. They're sneaking around as best they can. They're going to be looking for an opportunity to get in and capture a flag. You can see them sneaking up down the side here. Sliding down the hill. Alongside the edge. Maybe see if they can get in over the top and into this flag area. And it's going to be a difficult thing to do because obviously they do have height advantage. But not going to do them a huge amount of help under the circumstances. As here is the VG. And there is M. Lyon. Or Leon. Now. Random horse. One of the dragoons. It's Barbarous Dankyok. And there you can see the flag 3 is lost by the Brits. Numbers looking generally relatively, I would say, okay. Only a difference of about 6. But if you look in the top left-hand corner, you can see the difference in tickets. So currently, I think it's fair to say the Brits have the more tickets than the French, but it's only by a small amount. It's not a huge amount when you think about it. So, down goes blown apart, and now you can see hussars or equivalents going after the enemy. Now the dragoons are in there with those brutally heavy and long swords, giving them that extra reach off the side of the horse, so they could literally touch the floor with it and not have to lean their horse at all. Down goes one of the enemy with a fine slice. Coming in from Gentleman. The luck sometimes just getting a nice shot onto the enemy, and he's pulled out his pistol. It looks like he's going to stick with the bayonet. Other members of the dragoons now wafting around the area. And then you get this guy, Crabman. Oh, and he's crashed his horse off the top. Crabman got sliced. But these guys, Major Janosnewski, defending himself, along with Con Postcas, from the brutal attacks of the enemy. Mind you saying that, yeah, well, not really. We'll have to wait and see, as there's Gentleman loading his... I was about to say loading his horse, but technically speaking he's loading his gun. And he turns. Hacks. Dirty, dirty 33rd Regiment hacks. And there we go. The question is whether or not Gentleman will come a cropper now as a result of that sneaky pistol shot. Oh, he's about to definitely become a cropper, as he's under a lot of pressure right now. Gets one bayonet in that bottom, and down goes Gentleman. Certainly no gentlemanly act there that he's now been suitably punished for. So, moving over to this position, we've got Illich from the LGA, and these guys sticking together. I swear that literally looked like somebody's invisible. No, it is actually Private Umbra of the 33rd dodging around, and it looks like some people are actually in the rock, which is a little bit naughty. And there's Alpacesso or Cerro. So, yeah. Not a nice thing to do. See what I mean? See, now he's being attacked. And now they're getting stuck in their rocks. So, here is Displacer. And the other members of the 44th and the 33rd. There's Cap Scarhead. Okay. Oh, hello. It's the VG, waiting patiently. Caporal Baptista, or Baptiste, I should say. Other members of the VG coming into line. There is Legrand. And here, Sergeant Lecoz, leading the boys out. Oh dear. Past a recently felled Imperial Eagle. So let's see. Oh, there we go. They're going up against. Could be the HMS Renown. No. Oh, Strangled Ducks with a kill. Onto the Capitan. Strange Ducks is down. Apparently didn't duck. Who thought? So, Con Johnny from the KHJ. Reloading while his teammates move out. There's Lentz. Postcast. Emil. Oh dear. Down go Habernays. As a result of fire coming in from the enemy. Oh, bit of surrendering going on from Private Frederick. But it doesn't appear to be a lot of enemy. Oh, correction. There's a few enemy out there, and his surrendering, as you can see, went very well indeed. But never mind. MRN China from HMS, or Chin 8 from HMS Renown, as the French lose flag number 3. Oh my goodness. Another kill into 33rd Captain Cedric. And now you can see this guy trying to defend himself from the oncoming French hordes, and it's LePage and the VG. He's after him. And is he going to assassinate the horse? A bit of a punch-up going on as the VG moving closer for the kill. Look at this. They continue to place the pressure on him. Oh, LePage gets hit until finally murdered. So LePage, slightly bloodied but not unbowed, whips out his pistol and decides to use it. Getting all the boys organised, keeping them focused, making sure they plug in and fire at the right person. Uh-oh. Speaking of which, here comes Captain Cedric and the members of the 33rd. And Chad's in danger of falling asleep because he's old and past it. Is that Spoons again? Oh, Spoons has a very good talent for catching bullets with his forehead. Poor Spoons. Let's look at this. 2 Dragoons taken down, Displacer. And down goes Flash Comms. And here is Odakeo. Currently AFDK. Oh, Flying Frederick is shot out of the air. And Trooper Ace out of the spawn in the Dragoons helmets, and of course fine livery, no chest plates for them. So let's see, there we go, sweeping, slices at each other, backs him against the wall and kills his opponent. So Ace gets that all-important kill and a nice slice into his enemy. There goes Louis Salazar, member of the reserves for the Vieillard. HMS Renown. Oh my goodness, what was that nose? Look at that. Good heavens, that's a fine nozzle. Well, precisely. Mr. Joe Guy. And there is Ace. Looking a little bit bloodied and battered, but still with it. So, the 33rd Fusilier, 20 good men. Good men and true. And here is Lieutenant Jonty, or Lieutenant Jonty, as now, here comes LePage and the VG. Correction, there goes LePage. And maybe some of the VG as well. So, poor LePage. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But leading his boys into the battle, as per normal. As Regulation gets taken down, and Rouen going in for an attack. Fine ambush, look at this. Fantastic stuff coming in from him. His musket slick with enemy blood. Now he's having trouble getting up the hill again. And sadly dies in the corner there. As Johnny returns, stabs into the enemy. Oh, 2 double stabs indeed from Johnny. And a 3rd stab. Until he's finally finished off unceremoniously. And look at the number of Imperial Eagles remaining at this point. So, here we are with Marie Dusen, or Marie Sedan, and of course the inevitable team kills, a staple part of any Napoleonic War event. There's FBA Lantern, and here are the members of the Vieillard, and as you see them now trying to push in and capture this flag. Oh goodness, in come horses. Barging everybody down to the floor. Along with the odd team kill in there as well. Now it's an opportunity for the foot troop here. Oh no, LePage. Killed by Baptiste. Oh dear me. So, Arthur Leroy and Collie currently hiding behind a rock. Away from the bullets. And away from the death. And old Nosy hiding behind this wooden barricade along with his friend Captain Finn. Oh, nice landing, sir. It's an attack. It's Filthy Mesler. Correction, it's now Dead Mesler. But he managed to force the team kill onto Legrand by Doyle from the 44th. And here you can see the 33rd looking to finish off the enemy, which is exactly what they've done. They've even gone for a little bit of horse as well. So, let's see, shall we? As right now, the Brits definitely have the advantage. Let's have a look at the map. You can see there, even though that's the case, the Brits don't have a lot of the flags. So the flags have been recaptured. But now you can see that the French ticket drain is still quite significant. And I don't think it's the case that the French are going to be able to turn it around in time. It's Crazy H, 2006, now under attack from the right side. Out comes the pistol. And of course he fails to hit anyone with it, which is kind of the norm for them pistols. Oh, Crazy H, 206 taking some stabbing. Trying to block those all-important melee thrusts. And a fine slice. Goes in. Oh, blocks it out of the one side. Goodness, he's going in for that all-important slice and the dice. Fine blocking until he eventually got stabbed in the gizzards. Never mind. What's this? Is there some sneakiness afoot over here? It's the KDB KHJ. The Capitan. Leading the boys over to defend. one of the further flags. And currently, Billy No Mates, holding on to this flag, or Billy No Mates' is Lentz and Tailman. Oh dear. And there's Rowan and the other members. You can see very, very naughty hiding, but never mind. The map will need to be adjusted accordingly. Here's Baski. Looks like they're in a position to hold this flag now. And there you can see, oh goodness, who's this? Oh, Mad Wolf going in for an attack, and a barge to the floor. And down goes Bessieres, Marshal of the VG. Random horse butt, thank you. And down here is, of course, the HMS Renown. Do you recognise those hats anywhere? The hats of the Marines. And Enigma. And there, Captain Aztecas from the HMS Renown. As now you can see them charging in against the likes of the defence of the VA Guard. And now they're in the process of trying to defend themselves. Down goes one enemy. Down goes another. Filthy Mesler also being murdered. As we're watching Charles Brasseur forcing a team kill until finally he is murdered. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of that round. And here we are on the last, final round of this Conquest. Oh goodness. It's Kincaid and the members of the 33rd charging towards this open fort area. Question is, what awaits them? Generally speaking, nothing. So this could be an advantageous situation. You've got these various different like encampments, fine wooden fort area, plenty of defensive area here, cover, and there you have it, flag 3 and 4 captured by the British. Whoops-a-daisy. Poor old Private Frederick is no more, and is currently being teabagged to death. And there we go, LePage taken down. What's going on? Let's look at this. Flying in is the VA Guards. Cavalry, oh, down! Auguste Curlo is down. He's lost his horse. He now moves in. Carefully. Hopefully supported by his cavalry friends. No, sadly not for Auguste. Oh, barged nearly to the floor there. The cavalry returns. Jean Legros. Oh dear, we've lost another one. The bullets come flying in. Marechal Bessieres has lost another horse. But with a fine moustache like that. Oh God, looks like the VG have lost most of their people now. That's very unfortunate. As down goes another. Oh, the cavalry of the VA Guard is suffering pretty badly. As HMS Renown, what a stab! What a stab coming in from Aztecas, and down he goes. With Baptiste falling literally seconds after him. Oh goodness me, look at this, it's a pile of bodies. That can't be good. So, 33rd with Captain Cedric in charge here. Now starting to at least clear some of the bodies out of the way. And who's this defending in the building? It's the 44th. There's old Nosy. And these guys watching the windows. Swirlio. And here comes Regulation. He misses his shot. Now Can he get the kill? One of the kills, maybe two of the kills. Fine block. And out the door he goes. Forcing him to fight on his terms. And takes out the windows. Oh, thought he was going to shoot one of them there. And he's managing to dodge it. And now he's got support. As Regulation gets hit once, his teammate takes down an enemy. Lewis, not Lewis, is dead. As Regulation turns and stabs and kills his enemy. Now it's 2v1 as Regulation now fighting for his life. Backed into a corner, kills another. Fantastic stuff coming in here. As Regulation over lunges. And he's finished off. And here comes the VG. Charging into battle. Forcing HMS Renown to flee. As Tielman gets shot in the back. Sorry. Haven Lice, I think. No, Haven Ice was shot in the back. And in comes here Pierre Duchamin. Sadly falls, but his teammates finish the job right at the end. And here, look at this wall. Oh, isn't this glorious? It's massive. Oh, dear. Oh, that can't be good. But it is a fine wall. So I'm assuming this is the French spawn. But if it is, I'm disappointed that they haven't even taken the time to put the buildings out. But, you know. Never mind. There they are, waiting for the next off. The cavalry also. Jean Legros. Louis Salazar. And there are more forces up ahead. Let's see who they are. Could be the 5C. Could be the VG. It's the 5C. Charging into the battle. And promptly taking a left turn. And shooting at the fleeing forces. Or I should say the forces coming towards them from the 33rd. There's Tiles. And Salazar now returning the fire. Oh, lovely shooting going in here from these guys. The 33rd Lance Corporal Tom. Ex-Lance Corporal Tom. And now they force the VG to flee. As they are looking like there's a little bit of an ambush situation here. Ouch! Down! Goes Marius Dan. From the LA LGY. Salazar. And this is a really difficult position to fight in. There's the 5C. Colonel Fluffy Assassin. The fluffiest of all the assassins. Has now been unceremoniously assassinated. Fluffy or otherwise. Never mind. His fluffiness has not saved him, sadly for him. In comes the cavalry. Oh, sliced across the top of the head. Trimmed his hair. With a vengeance. Oh my goodness, flying VG. Look out, everyone. So we're looking at Jan Joseph. And other members of the 33rd finished off by the LGY. It's a horn. How we heartily approve of such horn work. So, Auguste Curlo holding the forces back because he sees up ahead the hussars of the British Army. Ace and friends, and they've pounced for the attack. This is the attack they were planning from behind that building. And now we're looking at Ace. Oh, look at that horse crash in the middle. And down goes a member of the VG, sliced off his horse by the members of the Hussars. Down goes one of the Hussars. Gentleman's lost his horse. He managed to get another one back very quickly. Oh, slice into De La Vega. Now he grabs a horse, Grand Theft Horsey, and he's got to try and get away as best he can. And he's crashed his horse. This is not good for him. Stabs in all directions. He's now got 3 members of the horsey goodness after him. Down goes another horsey man. He is dead and his horse is not feeling that well. Displacer with a fine kill into De La Vega. And now, who's this man? Sergeant Licors from the VA Guard, defending himself from an unseated horseman. And a seated horseman. Oh no! Oh, look at that! Oh, he was so close to defending himself there. Sadly, he was not to be. Lance Corporal Poker. Uh-oh. Old Nosy's defending himself from a... Gone in looking for a quick poke. And now he may receive one in return. And that's exactly what he did get. And there's a random horsebutt. Hello, random horsebutt. And here you can see Le Prince. And look at that. And this is pretty much it. As the British have won the round with a fine display. Fantastic stuff, boys and girls. As we watch Filthy Mesler and friends. Ended up with a little bit of killing and mass team killing and all the usual fun and games we come to associate from Napoleonic Wars. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And we'll see you again soon for more. Take care, everyone.